Good afternoon and welcome to News Now. It is about a minute to 4 p.m. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to be telling you what stories are making headlines, and later on we will talk about sports. But first, let's take a look at the highlights. The highlights. 95 suspects linked to the Shakahola mass killings reportedly go on a hunger strike while in custody, with most of them appearing emaciated when appearing before court. Also, the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union threatens to call for a doctor's strike from the 1st of March 2024 if the over 1,200 medical interns are not posted.
We are putting the Ministry of Health, the Treasury, the Council of Governors and the whole country that if by 29th and by 1st of March we do not have direction on the posting of interns, all the doctors across the country will be on a go-slow. Yeah.
The second last question, Chairman, is a brief on teachers' salary scale as per the new grading system. It is equally captured in Appendix 2 and 3.
And the Kenya National Union of Teachers has appeared before the Parliamentary Committee on Education to address issues regarding teacher employment and promotions in the country. Welcome once again. My name is Hibak Said. To start us off, the 95 suspects linked to the Shakahola mass killings are reportedly on a hunger strike while in custody, with most of them appearing emaciated as they arrived at the Mombasa Law Courts earlier today. Before the Mombasa Law Court's Chief Magistrate, Alex Ithuku, the defense team had proceeded to ask for their release on bail, arguing that the accused persons should be allowed to defend themselves while out on custody for a fair trial until they are proven guilty of the 238 counts of defenses charged against them. They also applied that the 40th accused person, Rhoda Maweu, the wife of the first accused person, Paul Mackenzie, be treated as a special case since she has a young child. The court, however, issued further orders, among them being that the suspects be escorted into medical facilities for examination and treatment before the case is mentioned on the 5th of March.
I direct as follows: that a social inquiry report will be made and filed for purposes of logistics and expediency in respect to all the accused persons who have one report together, and one for the 40th accused person who is represented by Mr. Obonyo, whose circumstances appear different. 2. On the alleged report from Shansu Law Courts, this court has no knowledge or control over the same. The report that has been ordered in number 1 above will be most current and relevant on what we are dealing with, and it should cover all the issues. Number 3, I saw the accused persons this morning in our basement cells. Some can barely stand or open their eyes. As a matter of urgency, I order that they be escorted to a medical facility where they will be examined and their health needs attended to. 4. We mentioned this matter on 5th of March 2024 when the reports above will be filed or will have been filed and a ruling date will be given.
From Mombasa to Makueni County, where a security guard at the AIC Malivani Primary School was last night killed by robbers. According to the school head teacher Joshua Mutuse, the robbers tried to break into his office but failed to steal anything. Now, the robbers' motive is yet to be known, and efforts to contact the security officers from the station hit a rock bottom. The guard's body was taken by security officers from Makueni Police Station and taken to Makueni Referral Hospital mortuary.
By 2 a.m. Not exact time. Between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m., burglars managed to get through the fence to the school compound. They got into the head teacher's office. They broke into it and the office of the school secretary. And they didn't manage to steal anything. We have not known their motive as yet. Kwa kuvunja milango ni kama walitumia chuma ambazo walikuwa wamebeba. Kwa kuweza kutoa uhai wa askari wetu ni walimkata na sharp object. Hatuwezi kujua ni panga ama ni shoka mara mbili kwa kichwa. We conducted the OCPD, Madam Chiele, who sent the crime officers, who sent the police officers. They did their job and they took the body of the deceased away to the mortuary.
And back to the capital, where the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union have threatened to call for a doctor strike from the 1st of March this year if the over 1,200 medical interns are not posted. Speaking during a forum that brought together hundreds of medical interns yet to be posted at the KMA Center in Nairobi, KMPDU Secretary General Dr. Davji Atela says the country needs 50,000 employed medical doctors so as to achieve the 1 to 1,000 doctor-to-patient ratio set by the World Health Organization now. According to the Doctors Union, the employment gap will also derail the government's efforts towards attaining UHC.
We are putting the Ministry of Health, the Treasury, the Council of Governors and the whole country that if by 29th and by 1st of March, we do not have direction on the posting of interns, all the doctors across the country will be on go slow.
We've spent close to 8 years of our lives studying medicine, sacrificing with a single vision and dream of actually treating Kenyans in this country. But the nation is doing a huge injustice to us all because we're here, we're trained, we're competent, and we're eager to serve. But what are we doing? Spending months, hours, days with our families, doing nothing other than menial house chores.
Ministry of Health inasema kwamba wangetu post. Treasury inasema hawana hiyo pesa kwa sasa na the next time watapata pesa ni hadi July. July ni mbali kwa sababu as at last year tulikuwa tumeambiwa tumeshawekwa kwa budget ya 2023-2024. Kila mtu alikuwa anajua kwamba tunakuwa posted in January. Na walikuwa wana expect a certain number of interns ambao wata join in January.
Ni either tukue facilitated hapa ndani ya hii nchi yetu ili tusaidie wa Kenya na kuserve wa Kenya, ama itabidi tujitetee because kwenye imefika ni kama hali kwa huko nilikotoka Warabai wanasema mume nguvuze, as in it's only ni nguvu zako ndo kusaidia ufike kwenye unataka. As medical interns ombi letu, okay, si ombi actually, ni haki yetu because nimesikia juzi wanasema kwa nini government itoe pesa kutusomesha ama kututrain alafu nchi zingine zibenefit. My friend, we have no option. Other countries will have to benefit if they can facilitate.
Right, let's move to Nakuru County. At the ongoing National Executive Retreat in Naivasha, President William Ruto has once again insisted that he is fully behind devolution. Speaking in Naivasha today, Ruto made it clear that with politics aside, all governors should know that he supports devolution. His statement on devolution was also supported by Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru, who urged government leaders to understand the reason why devolution was established.
Let me repeat for the upteenth time that at a personal level and this administration, we support devolution 100%. You should never have any doubt as to our support for devolution. I want to encourage the Council of Governors to continue that spirit of us working together. We will all become winners.
Our colleagues, because we're on the same side. When you see devolution, do not see Governor Waiguru. Don't see Governor Ahmed or Governor Sang. We are just holding office temporarily. See the reason why devolution was actually established.
The recovery is actually starting with the quarter 4 5.6%. So recovery is starting. That recovery is premised on the policies that the government has taken. That recovery is going to create a very strong momentum.
Elsewhere, journalists in Bomet County have expressed their fear after threats were directed to them following a previous protest concerning salaries dissatisfaction of kindergarten school teachers in the county. They say some unknown persons threatened them, saying that their work equipment will be damaged if they continue writing news against the teachers' employers. The journalists said that a threat directed to journalists is not an issue to be ignored because it complicates their operations.
Huyu jamaa akaja akatuambia kwamba nyinyi ni watu wenye amfai kuwa hapa, kwamba sisi tunajua tu kucover events ama demonstration protest, lakini kukiwa na kitu kizuri kwa county hatuwezi fanya ama hatuwezi cover. So wakatuambia iwapo tutawaona kwenye maandamano yoyote ambayo yanaenda kinyume na matakwa ya county government, mashini zetu zitafunjwa na hata na sisi tutapigwa.
Now my clients are also apprehensive that there were orders, there were directives directing the said person to issue the threats against the journalist. It is important to note that Article 34 of the Constitution guarantees media freedom, and the members of the media are at all times protected in law, and any action, either by state or non-state actors, that curtails that freedom must be dealt with. So we are going to pursue the case which has been reported today. We have the OP number which was issued here in Bomet. We are going to pursue until justice is served and the rights of the journalist is protected at all times.
Now, the Principal Secretary for the State Department of Crop Development and Agricultural Research, Paul Rono, has expressed confidence in the private sector in trying to boost the local economy, especially in agricultural development opportunities in the country. Speaking during the launch of tractors by Simba Corporation and Mahindra, he says the new tractors will support Kenyan farmers, both large-scale and small-scale. Now, Simba Corp Group CEO Dinesh Lotecha called on the government to zero-rate the 16% VAT currently levied on farm implements, among other incentives for farmers. They have said the partnership with Mahindra will introduce a new era of efficiency, reliability and innovation to the Kenyan agricultural sector, and with time, it will revolutionize the farming practices in the country. Also in attendance was Busia Governor Paul Otuoma and Indian High Commissioner Namgya Kampa.
To celebrate the partnership between a full, true blue Kenyan company, Simba Corp, and a renowned Indian brand and company, Mahindra, and what that partnership means for people in Kenya, for the interests of Kenya, and the value that it brings to Kenya.
That credit line in terms of agriculture and maybe other things that has been extended to Kenya, we want to leverage on that. So it is a deliberate decision. But we're also saying we want to leverage on that partnership to be able to make Kenya not only food sufficient, agriculture sufficient, but even able to participate in global markets.
Value of enhanced agriculture productivity in Kenya is important. Agriculture in Kenya contributes 33% of our GDP, and another